Yeah, people, last weekend was a doozy. Hey everybody, it's the Christian Jamaican Coolie, and if you're reading the title of this video, then you already know what this topic is about. Well, last week when the snowstorm hit, or furnace actually, which was already having problems, it gave out. And I had to troubleshoot and figure out what the problem was and, try to correct and rectify the problem. We were without heat for from Sunday through till Tuesday. Today is now Wednesday. Um, it could have gotten knocked out on Monday. However, I didn't get the parts until Tuesday actually. Um, Big thanks and shout out to to Ferguson Plumbing Supplies and stuff who supplied the parts to me in a timely manner. Uh, great and polite staff, and thank you guys for the parts and everything. Um, Before I put up the tutorial, I just want to let you guys know that I am not a technician. I don't have a license, and I just did a DIY. For those of you who don't know what DIY stand for, DIY means do it yourself. Okay? And I did a DIY, and we now have heat, which is really good. And the problem, give God thanks, because what the problem was sound like, what it was doing. Anyways, people, I hope you liked the video. Click the like button, share it with your friends, comment, rate, and even subscribe. And if you feel led to donate, my PayPal and my Cash App is in the description below the video. And any amount helps. I don't care if you even give $1, I'll accept it. Because guess what? 1 million starts with one. So I will never turn away $1, and I will appreciate it, because guess what? That's $1 that I didn't have. So if you give me $1, I'm gonna appreciate it. So thanks again, guys, for watching the video, and I hope you like it.
And guess what? The heater is not working. So, well, the blower fan assembly, it's scraping, it's making some scraping noise, super loud. And I checked a couple days ago, I tried to like grease and stuff like that. And this is just me doing a uninstallation video. Going to go get the parts and then hopefully install the new one, and that will fix the problem. So stay tuned, guys. Now here are my parts. Here are my tools. I have my little stuff, and this is a Goodman furnace. So basically, what I'm gonna do is, what I already did was pull the screws out the top here. Next, I'm gonna pull these screws, this, and this right here. The blower motor assembly is in here. Right here is basically the igniter and the gas, and the inductor is in the top piece. But in order to get to this piece, you basically have to pull off this top piece right here. So you have to pull off the top piece to get to the bottom piece. So now we have the blower, which it has been scraping. So now it's time to take it off. Those screws on the top right there. Then you can pull it towards you. Can't see. Want the phone to kind of like. Alright, you can see that screw. Can you see that screw? Yeah, that screw over there. Alright, so you pull off those screws first. So we're going to do that right now. And pull it out towards me. Also, people, quick note, make sure that you are taking pictures of where each and every wire goes, so that if you take anything off, you can put it back in the position in which you got it from. Okay, super important. So I have now taken out the 2 screws, as you can see. One, two. All right, the next set of screws have to come out is these 2 over here, but I won't be able to get to it because of the spacing. So what I have to do is pull it out. So I'm gonna pull it forward towards me, and it's gonna come right out. So as you can see, I've now pulled it forward and out, and now I'm going to take off this screw and that screw. All right, so now I'm going to start plugging out all the plugins on it. And as I've said before, make sure that you take a lot of pictures, so that whatever it is that you take out, you're gonna make sure you put back. You understand? You gotta make sure you put that stuff back. It's very important that you make sure that whatever it is that you take out, that you put it back. It's very important, man. You understand? Because, you know, one small mess up could really destroy your whole system. So whatever you take out, make sure you put it back. That's the last time I'm gonna tell you, people. And 2, whatever it is that you do wrong, I cannot be held responsible. I'm just a DIY guy, you know, just showing what I do. So don't take this as me being a technician or anything like that. I'm just a DIY guy doing what I can do to make sure that my family stays warm. Yep, making sure that when I pull these wires, they go back to exactly that position that I got them from. And take some pictures too as well with my phone. And that, my friends, is me pulling out the furnace blower motor fan assembly. You can see that it's right here. Yeah, this is actually, you know, like penetrating grease and stuff, where I tried to grease the yesterday, the bearings and stuff. So I'm gonna have it checked out by the shop too, just to make sure that it's bad, that it's actually really and truly bad, because it's been making some scraping sounds, you know. So like right now, I'm going to take it in, give you a better look with the light on it, my work light. By the way, guys, you should buy a work light like this. It's about 20 bucks and it's rechargeable. I bought it by Aldi's, man. Best investment of my life. You know, every time I'm working underneath the car, or, you know, working on anything, I have this light. And it's like I said before, it's a rechargeable battery. That's my daughter, Amy, if you hear that noise. Yep. Yep. Okay. Now to take it in, and then we're gonna reassemble when the time comes, when I get a new one. Day 2, my friends. I'm going to go pick up the parts in a couple of minutes and reinstall the blower motor into the heating system. One of the main things that has really kept us warm is this lantern here. I bought it about a couple of months before the winter started. Really, really good at keeping the house warm. Really, really good. This thing is really good. So if you guys ever get a chance, buy one of these lanterns. It's a Dura Heat lantern and stuff. You can see it. I really suggest that you get something like this. It runs on kerosene. I bought like a 2.5 gallon kerosene and two bottles of it. The first bottle is done. We started the second bottle last night. But this is a really good investment and will keep you warm if your power ever goes out during the winter, or if you have no heating system during the winter. This is really good to keep you warm. It will get your house all the way up to 80 degrees, or any room that it's in, it will get it up to 80 degrees. So make sure you invest in a very good heating system, non-electrical heater, gas or fuel heater, you know what I mean. Alright friends, so one thing I also wanted to mention but forgot to mention yesterday is make sure you turn the power off before doing anything to the blower. I mean the furnace, luckily, let me show you. For me, basically it's right here. The switch, the power to the furnace is, where's the switch? Oh, sorry, switch is right there. So turn that off and thing, and that's very important for you guys' safety. So I just went and picked up the parts by Ferguson Plumbing Supply. They don't just do plumbing supplies, they do heating. So I'm gonna change off the motor. As you Americans say motor, we say motor. So that's the new motor. Let me see if I can get some light in on it. Where's the option for this? Right, so yeah, here's the new one. Hopefully it's the right one. I mean, I gave them part number and everything, and here's the new blade as well. I'll be changing that off as well. And okay, the new blade and thing. Yup, in the truck. So, and then they didn't have the housing, so I'm gonna take this off. So 1, 2, 3 bolts, and then you have to loosen this right here, and then take it off. Alright, so we're gonna do that now, and then I'll restart the video. So friends, you had a little guard at the top that basically, in order to get out the fan blade, the old fan blade, you have to take off 2 screws that were connected to right here that holds the fan blade in. These are the 2 screws, one here and one on the opposite side over here. Alright, see it? And then it basically fell inside the frame. So now I'm gonna take out the fan blade. Let me see if I can do it with one hand. Seriously doubt it, but I'll try. Yeah, one hand is not gonna cut it unless I cut my hand. So I'm gonna take it out and show you the empty fan frame. Or better yet, let me just roll it out then. I'm sure it can roll out. This is the old motor. I'm going to roll it out. There we go. Rolled it out. And there, you see it.
this is the guard that was basically stopping it from coming out. So you have to take this off in order to take out the fan blade. See? So old motor, old fan. New fan. New motor. Alright, so we're gonna basically fit that up right now, and then I'll finish up the installation video as well. And again, I cannot stress the importance of taking pictures before you unscrew anything. Make sure you have the right screws in the right spot, the right plugs in the right spot, because you don't want to have the problem of having to call a technician because you didn't do the due diligence of taking pictures. It's very, very important. So guys, this is why it was so important earlier that you take pictures. Let me get light on this, right? So see this connection? You see how this is connected, right? I'm glad I remembered this, right? And this was from me taking pictures of the connection of the old motor. All right, same thing with the ground, right? This part is not a part of it. It's an adapter. You understand? So I'm glad I took the pictures. And remember, I'm like, okay, these two wires are the main wires that had anything connected to them additionally, right? And like I said before, I can't stress it enough. Taking pictures are important to what you're doing, okay? So also, I cleaned up the frame, and I think make sure you clean up your thing, like even dust it out and stuff like that. And what I did, I basically used lubricant spray and spray on it, and then wipe it down with a cloth. Reason why I didn't use water is because you don't know. I don't know, like, if these things rust easy, and I don't want to take that chance either. So I basically just use lubricant spray and wipe it down. Alright, so now fan is out, motor, the fan is over there. Now I'm gonna put on I'm gonna put the new fan in there in the frame, and put on the motor, and then we're gonna go through back the installation again. So I put a new fan blade in, and like I said, all you have to do is just roll it in and roll it out after you take off this guard right here. Now I'm gonna screw up back the guard and put on the motor on the back of the fan, tighten it up, making sure everything's all right and stuff. Now I'm going to tighten up this knob right here, this bolt, this bolt, and you must make sure that the bolt is on the flat side, right? Because it's gonna come down right onto this, and it's gonna hold it in place while it spins the fan. Alright, so the reason why I'm not doing it like standing it up is because I don't want the blade to slip back or forth on the shaft. You understand? So that then I have to readjust, constantly be readjusting. So right now I'm gonna have to do it sideways and stuff, hold the blade and basically adjust the nut, the bolt. So guys, as you can see, I put in the new fan and the new motor, whatever it is, however these Americans pronounce it. You want to make sure that whenever you put the fan blade in, that you don't put it flush against either side. You don't want it to be scraping, so that when it spins, you understand what I'm saying? It spins, and yeah, this is probably what was really the problem. Maybe I should have, but whatever it is. Anyway, you want to be able to spin freely without scraping against either side. Understand what I'm saying? Alright, and then you tighten it. So we're going to tighten it. You can see the new motor is on. Alright, and then we're going to basically put it back in. And as I said before,
if you're doing a DIY, I am not responsible for what you're doing. This is just what I did to, you know, um, get heating back into my home. Basically, there is six of us that lives here. Me, my wife, our three children, and my mother-in-law. So, my mother-in-law is basically, 70, 74 years old. So I can't have a woman of her age, basically, in the cold. Good thing, like I said before, you saw that I had the Dura heat and stuff like that. And I suggest that people get that. That's a really good investment. $150, $170, $200 max, but it's a really good investment. It lasted long. It heated up downstairs and upstairs really, really good. You know, so All right, guys, the adjustment is done. I've tightened the bolt on it onto the shaft. So now basically all that's left is to reinstall it and get it running, and then let's see what's up. And so we're gonna take you back in step by step, and I've been working with gloves like when I move the frame, because the frame, it's very, like, it's a thin piece of metal, so it's kind of easy for you to kind of cut up your hands and stuff. So I've been using my my thermal gloves and stuff. I don't have any other working gloves. Also, just so you guys know, I'll be changing out the old capacitor and putting on a new one. So it's highly suggested that whenever you change your motor out, that you change the capacitor as well. I don't believe it's the capacitor that's the problem, but I will be changing this. And once again, I got the parts from Ferguson Plumbing. So you can check them out in case you need heating and stuff like that. I live in Pennsylvania. I had to drive all the way to Jersey. They have shops in Pennsylvania as well, but they didn't have the parts, so I had to go to Jersey to get the parts. So you know again, disclaimer, I'm a DIYer. I cannot be held responsible for the things that you do wrong and the damage that you do to your own parts. It is highly advisable that you get a technician to get this work done. I am not a technician. I'm not an expert. I don't have a license. I am just a DIYer doing this. I didn't watch any videos. I'm just doing this, doing my best to do this. I did a little bit of research, but let's see if I can get this done. I'm a Jamaican. Like, we don't have this type of stuff back home because we have heat all year round, so we don't have to worry about this type of stuff. But yeah, make sure you if if you don't know the ins and outs of this type of stuff, I would not suggest that anybody take a shot at this type of thing. Make sure you call a technician if you don't know what you're doing. Alright, so new capacitor. So my friends, after putting up all the wires back in place, like I said and I told everybody, make sure that you take pictures of every single wire, where they go, making sure that every single wire goes back into the position that they came from. You understand? You mess that up, things goes bad. So now it's time to fit it up, put it back in, and turn it on. I'm gonna test it first, even though they always suggest that you never test it with the doors open. You always do it with the doors closed. I'm gonna test it and then see if it's working, see if I'm getting scraping noises still, and then that's gonna be that. So let's put it up back in. We're gonna fit it back up. You can see where it's gonna hold up. Alright. Okay, friends, moment of truth. Let's see what's gonna happen. Alright, that's the inductor coming on. Waiting for the igniter to light, right? Then it's gonna turn on the furnace. gonna be the fan. Come on, kick in. Woohoo! I fixed it! Listen to that baby hum. Sweet. Yep, so it's working good. I'm gonna fit it up. See, this is the old fan and the old motor. Then, you know, just putting on back the doors is fine. That's easy. I'm gonna put on the doors, give you a last look, and then that's good. So guys, I put the Goodman back together, as you can see. Well, like I said before, you know, make sure you take pictures, make sure you put everything back where you got it from, and also make sure you clean up all your tools. Do not lose one. Don't lose one screw either. You know, I'm gonna put the old things into the boxes where the new stuff was. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep them down here, and there's a specific reason I'm gonna be doing that. So, you know, yep. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. This is the Christian Jamaican Coolie with a tutorial on how I, you know, replaced my blower motor for the furnace.
Alright, people, that was the video. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment, rate, subscribe, and if you like the content, consider monetarily supporting me. Thank you for everything, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Also, update on the next couple of videos. I'm almost done with the animation for a very important video. It's a 3-part video, and I've only been working on part 1 right now. So, just to let you guys know, it's been like, what, 3 weeks I've been working on that video. But it's basically done. Just have to do a lot of editing, finish up a lot of stuff. And then hopefully by this weekend I'll be able to release the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the new channel, Gymnastics Corner. And that's Corner with a Cornah. Gymnastics is spelled Gymnastiks. I know it's not the right spelling, but that's how I spelt it. Alright? Subscribe to the new channel, Gymnastics Corner. Hopefully trying to release a video for that channel. It was supposed to be out last week. I'm trying for this week or next week. And I'll see you people next time. This is the Christian Jamaican Coolie. I'm out. Peace.